Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So today we will play at live at 5. We will play with our Captain America character. We have a pretty cool Shadow Knight over here. Let's invite him to the group. And here we can see our friend Rogue Patriot. Sadly, Rogue Patriot is an evil villain, so we're not going to be able to invite him. So just give me a minute, guys, so that I can finish my setup over here. But today we are going to play various missions under the theme of Captain America. And of course, happy 4th of July to everyone. Which phase? I have no idea. Let's find out. It seems to be phase 5. Oh, I'm Chaos over here. So just let me finish my setup over here, and we'll be good to go. And sadly today, we're not going to be able to have a Shadow Lady with us. Although some people might be happy about that. Sadly, sometimes our microphone is a bit doesn't like us very much. I'm Chaos is using a Red X style. Fair enough. I don't know why does YouTube doesn't want to help me today. So I'm sure you've noticed at this point we can make a pretty darn good Captain America in DC Universe Online. I want with this version of Captain America, we can sort of have a version with like the red, white, and blue, like the red and white lines on the chest piece, but not exactly. So I thought this was a bit closer to an actual version of Captain America. We can do also a pretty spot on version of Bucky America when Bucky was Captain America for a short while. So there we go. Don't know why I cannot. There we go. Sadly, YouTube sometimes they don't want me to edit my settings or something. So, and I have what I thought was a cool thumbnails. If I can just find it. There we go. So sadly today we're not going to have Shadow Lady with us, but we'll have her in our hearts, of course, as usual. So let's see if YouTube want to save my thumbnail. I don't know why sometimes it takes a while for the thumbnail to save. I don't know if the UI, the algorithm is looking at whatever images is on the thumbnail, trying to find out if maybe there's some copyright stuff in there. I guess that could be possible. And let's putting our information here. Of course, today being the 4th of July, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have a lot of people. If that's the case, we'll play with whoever we have. Either we'll play some 4-player content, or we'll play some 8-player content, but only with 4 players, or with less people, the private option. So that should do it. And of course, to be on the safe side, if you can hear me, say yes. So let me backtrack a bit. So Dante says hello, Shadow Knight, happy 4th of July. Junior says yo. Shadow Knight, I'm sad Shadow Lady is not here. Yeah, we'll survive. She had something better to do, I guess, than spending time with us. Jordy says I only have access to 4 phases. Well, we're playing on the US PlayStation server, so if you play on the European server or if you play on Switch, sadly, yeah, you're not going to be able to play with us. And sadly, we don't have the option to be able to make groups with heroes and villains together just yet. So we know that they are planning to do it, but will they actually do it? We don't know. I guess in theory we can expect them to actually do it, but could happen that there's some issues that we don't know about that prevents them from doing that. Sadly, we're gonna have to wait and see for that. So people say, yep, yep, yep. Happy 4th of July from Ragnar for Life. Shadow Knight, what do you think of my Major Glory style from Dexter's Laboratory? That's a pretty spot on style. So here I made our friend Captain America. Here our friend Batman sort of made Captain America too. I also made a version of the Fighting American. And I can hear some of you guys say, Fighting American? Come on, it was a Rob Liefeld comic at Image Comics. It was published by DC for a bit. There was this series drawn by Greg LaRocque. I forget who the writer was. So they had Fighting American for a short while at DC Comics, which pretty much looked like this one. But of course, Fighting American comes from way back when in World War II. It was created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, the same creators who created Captain America, but they also created the Fighting American. But somehow, Marvel only got the rights for Captain America. They did not get the rights for Fighting American for some reason. I forget the detail, and I would have to look it up. That doesn't really matter. So I guess we could start maybe with playing some 4 versus 4, some 4-player content. And we'll wait for you guys, for some of you guys to log in to play some 8-player content. So let's try the Flashback Strike Team. And we'll go play Protecting Mogo afterwards. Jordy says, too bad then. Okay. Oh, well, 3 controllers. I guess I'll stick to DPS then.
There you are. I'm sending your team to Ranks, Sinestro's own Sentient City. Guy's already taken a squad there. When you're ready, you can use the teleporter to catch up. I'm heading to Metropolis, but I'll be monitoring your progress and I'll contact you with further instructions once you're in position.
So sadly today there's 2 things that might happen. So we'll probably have less people.
Guy will lead your team from here. Wait, where's Guy? Let me guess, he went ahead without you. Fine, you'll catch up. You need to find any data you can about Ranks' security and defenses. We're looking for any vulnerabilities or information about their plans.
We'll probably get less people because today's a holiday. Also, sadly, pretty much every year, when we reach the 4th of July, the population in DC Universal Online drops like a rock. Already, some people will start being on vacation starting as early as July 1st, as June 1st. But with July 4th, that is where the population in DCUO really drops like a rock.
Intruders must not be allowed access to data terminals.
Also, I never noticed before that when you give a weapon buff to your character, if you're using a shield, as you can see, it only gives the buff to the right hand of my character somehow. Obviously, they probably both. I get the buff period for my character, but it's just that the animation is only for the right hand. Evil phone.
This intel will go a long way towards defending Earth from the Sinestro core and ranks.
That's what happened when I don't turn it off before the live stream.
Well, you can't leave without him. He'd never admit it, but he may need some backup.
So I guess we'll here.
Need your friends to take me on, Gardner?
What are you doing here? I've got this.
Construct configured and online.
Heroic Games. I was wondering whose phone was that. Yeah, it was my phone. I didn't turn it off before the stream. Normally, I do turn it off before the stream, or I put it on do not disturb mode. I forgot to do it. Dante says make Hulk. Sorry, today's Captain America Day, not Hulk Day. Hulk Day will be next week. No, I'm just kidding. Junior says I made Captain Adam for July 4th, but I'm on Xbox. Well, it's the thought that counts, as they says. Junior says burger and hot dogs. Yeah, today I'm sure a lot of people are probably having a barbecue. So yeah, burger and hot dogs and must be to the rendezvous. Over here, we're going to have burgers tomorrow.
Decrypting the intel you recovered, and we've learned that the Sinestro core has taken Green and Blue Lanterns.
Austin says we should make a Hulk Smash Day. Maybe someday. Not today, though.
We've already started decrypting the intel you recovered, and we've learned that the Sinestro core has taken Green and Blue Lanterns prisoner. They're interrogating them in the Hall of Doom Armory. I'm sending you to free our brothers in arms. Guy, I need you in Metropolis right away.
I do not fear you.
It's been ages since I played this mission, so...
I need more power. You cannot win. I fear nothing.
Hello, Aiden Warren.
I can't help with a powerless ring, but you have my thanks.
I'm sure we played it. Sure we played it during One Live at 5 at some point, but it's been a while. Oh, Aiden says it's been eons.
Or you'll be taken to Quard for enhanced interrogation. Will you sacrifice yourself over a misguided loyalty to the Guardians? Well, what do we have here? You will be interrogated next.
So already for some time it's been pretty quiet playing DCUO. And I was a bit surprised, like we just got the summer seasonal that started not too long ago. And normally we would have, I don't know, when we get a new seasonal, a new event, we would have 14, 15, 17 phases. Sadly, we only have 3, 4 phases, sometimes 2 phases. And one of those phases is a PvP phase, so... So I guess maybe people decided to take a really, really early summer vacation. Or it's possible that people did not really care about the rewards for the summer seasonal this year. I suppose that could be possible.
Ring energy level drop.
My constructs will crush the life out of you.
You're in for a right kicking.
You'll like your new home in the torture chambers on Quad.
That won't stop me.
Nah, I can't explain it. Throwing the shield around is very satisfying. Obviously, they made this weapon based on Captain America, and I was very happy when they added it. Sadly, it is the only weapon that you have to purchase.
I fear nothing.
Return to the battle.
Almost there, still on target.
I am without fear.
I will inscribe your defeat.
My will is unbreakable.
It won't be that easy.
My will won't be broken.
You haven't seen the last of me, or the Sinestro Corps.
Holy crap, 4 times the same loot.
It's one thing to question prisoners of war, it's another to torture them. I'm glad you were able to put a stop to it. On the war front, Ranks is not happy. Our mission has provoked him into mounting a counterattack against our forces in Metropolis. Guy's already out there. I need you there as well.
Dante, what was your favorite character you made? I couldn't say. Lots of characters I really enjoy. I couldn't pick. I could not pick only one. Aiden says I use martial arts for range and fast power regen. That's fine. And fasted counter. Aiden says his favorite character is Dark Multiverse AI.
Some of our Green Lanterns out there are being overwhelmed by Ranks in the Sinestro Corps. Help any wounded Lanterns you find. Also, Ranks is deploying construct generators as part of his attack, allowing him to create and control constructs remotely. Find those generators and shut them down.
So we have to find some generators. I guess this is it.
Construct down. Transferring data. No one threatens the construct generators. Construct generator deploy sequence initialized. Construct generator offline.
Oh, that wasn't it.
That should give them enough time to regroup. But Ranks isn't letting up. He's launching an attack in another district. Get over there and lend a hand.
That was weird. So let's go to the next district.
Ranks is indiscriminately firing orbital strikes towards Metropolis in an effort to terrorize the populace. On top of that, he's dropping blink bombs into the streets. They may not be as devastating as the larger blink bombs, but these smaller ones are still dangerous. If you find one, bring it to one of our munitions experts for safe detonation.
Nah, my favorite character is Lady Multiverse or Lady Omniverse.
What?
Oh, there's one bomb there.
Guy's not answering his comm. That concerns me. Why don't you head over to the JSA headquarters? They've offered their HQ as a triage center for our war effort. Let me know if you find him there. Thanks.
Let's get out of here. And I guess it's a happy accident. I wasn't planning to have a whole bunch of Captain Americas in the JC headquarters, but here we are.
Starting to wonder if there's even a point to all this. We rescue one person, and then they cut down another.
I'm doing everything I can to stabilize them. But we really need to get all these wounded to Sornik Natsu.
I've taken out tougher. Oh, no, you don't.
Energy levels dropping.
Stop now. Nobody messes with my friends.
Ring energy level dropping.
Did you hear that? Gargano said we're his friends.
You're no match for me.
I fear nothing! Enough of that!
As he says, I have a tune to join. I will invite you to the group as soon as we get out of this mission.
Ring, I need more power.
That's it.
I do not fear you.
Stop that!
I do not fear you.
Yeah.
What?
Damn it. That alarm is coming from the other room. There's still some intruders in here.
A gift from Rex.
We all failed. We all I feel is rage.
Gardner is succumbing to rage. Guy, don't let it control you. I need to get someone who can help. Try to calm Guy down.
Damn it. Ranks has done a bang-up job making Guy's anger redline. You have to stop him before he does something he regrets.
That guy is so angry that he got a haircut. Well, let's summon our friends.
Feel the excitement crackling in the air?
You'll never hurt anyone again.
Keep fueling my anger, dirtball.
Guy was our friend just a minute ago.
Chestnuts out of the fire.
Thank goodness. Saint Walker will use the blue light of hope to stabilize Guy.
I sense great rage here, and I won't allow you to steal it from Gardner. He deserves this!
Mogo's sensors indicate that the crimson mist is being drawn to Bleeze in the JSA headquarters. We're teleporting in a Star Labs mist collection container. Use it to gather the crimson mist, and when it's full, we'll replace it.
Come close to me, ally. I will purge the rage from you.
By Green Lantern's light.
You will surrender.
My will is unbreakable.
Behold my willpower.
Nah, I summoned him too far away. I hate when they do that.
Oh, nice. Point me at the plonkers.
You have done well. Lantern Gardener is stable for now, but we will need Brother Worth's assistance to completely purge the rage from him.
Hello, David Sharp. Hi, everyone. Just got home from seeing F1. Hope everyone is having a good day.
But something is going to have to be done about ranks.
Oh, time to leave. So if you guys want to join the group, send me a tell, or come and join us on Mogo. We're in phase... Oh, we're in phase 1. There should be room for a few more people. Let's hang out where the big battery
Killer
is.
and his crew are here, and they're doing some serious damage. If you're up for a fight, head out and shut those yellow lanterns down.
Also, even if you are an evil villain, come to the open world. We'll play the Arkelo bounty. We'll try also to play the escort mission. But sadly, it might still be bugged. Nah, freaking, I hate when I do that. There we go. So I guess we could start with the... Let's see if we can play the escort mission.
How amusing.
Hey, I could use your help. Quardians are taking advantage of the situation with Mogo. They're planting pain
We have
generators
energized
and
several
terrorizing
Mogo crystals
refugees.
with the
Take
blue
them down.
energy.
Custer says,
Lanterns
good
are
evening.
connecting them with the power of fear. I'd like you to repel those lanterns and restore
Saddle
the
up.
crystals.
It's
Got
time
a
to move
minute?
out.
A squad of my fellow
Oh,
lanterns
the
are
assault
patrolling
begins.
the region here on Mogo, and they
So
can use some
let's go with
backup.
them.
We've placed 3 control towers along the patrol route. The enemy corrupted them, so we...
Hello, Gert.
Ring energy level dropping.
Secure the area. Taking a point's one thing. Keeping it is another.
Girth says, hope your day is going well. Oh yeah, we're doing fine. Oh, poor Lantern went down. So I was wondering at some point why the Lantern were going down. But basically, you have to raise them back up. They go down anyway, no matter what you do, and then you have to raise them back up so that you have as many lanterns as possible for the whole escort mission. Oh, someone using the Grimbor's chains. Sadly, sometimes if you use the Grimbor's chains, there are some assets who will make fun of you. It happens.
Energy levels dropping. What?
Well, let's summon some backups because we're in trouble now.
Get ready for a bloody war. You're on the wrong side of this fight. I'll drag you down to hell with me.
Ring! I need more power. Energy levels dropping.
Gert says, are you planning any Electric Superman stream this coming week? I was planning to do it this week, but on Wednesday after after Checkmate Day, we had a pretty big thunderstorm. So sadly, that kind of did ruin my plans. Yesterday, I just didn't get the chance, and earlier today, I didn't get the chance either. Also, whatever free time I had yesterday and today, I used it to play the summer seasonal on multiple characters. Dirt Sharp in Phase 1 now. I can't acquire the daily or weekly though, because I haven't done any of the missions for Fearful Day yet. Sorry if you're not. It's one of the drawbacks of those the way those missions work. Like if you don't play those missions, sadly no weekly or daily for you. Now they had done that before. They had done that with the Metal Part 1 DLC, I think.
Set up a perimeter. Taking a point's one thing. Keeping it is another.
Energy levels dropping.
So as you can see, the mission is already bugged. So we're in big doo-doo. You can see the amount core already at 44. I guess we're at 12. Maybe we could still do it. Let's find out.
By the authority of the Guardians. Stop.
Magic's a nasty game.
Enough resisting.
No I'll show you scary things.
Ring! I need more power.
We might still be able to do it. Let's knock on wood. Red Death, how's the stream going? Sorry, I'm kind of late. Oh, it's alright, it's alright. Today I did not expect to have a lot of people because it's the 4th of July, obviously. So we'll play with whoever shows up. Don't worry about it. Austin says we need absolute Wally West suit. I have no idea what the suit looks like, so maybe.
Energy levels dropping.
David Sharp, are they having problems with it? I've been able to do it before on my Blue Lantern character, but I haven't tried since we finished the event. Yeah, they have problem with it. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes not so fine. Although we're kind of lucky, like the Ammon core is not going up. It's stuck at 44 out of 100. So we're going to be able to do it, I think. The real test will be the third pillar.
I'll wrap this up right quick.
Another point secured. Good job out there.
Oh, we got lucky. We're still able to do it. Josh is asking, was the two best tank powers for solo play? Personally, I kind of like fire and earth, but fire you pretty much can heal yourself, so that pretty much makes you in many situations invincible. Like at some point, you can heal yourself so much that you should be unkillable, undefeatable. And with an earth tank, if you take care of your friend Brick, Brick will take care of you.
Let's lock it down, people. Taking a point's one thing.
But there are situations where if Brick goes down in battle, it is a bit challenging to try to bring him back. So I could see some people not like Earth because of that. With Atomic, you have to use the combos. I don't like using combos very much. And there are some situations where you keep on getting interrupted or knocked down, or so it makes it challenging. I find to use combos sometimes. And with ice, you have to cycle through your shields. But the problem is that even then, sometimes some damage will go through your shields. Also, there are some mechanics that completely ignore your shield. So sometimes, sadly, that makes it a bit frustrating to play as an ice character because sometimes, in some situations, your shields are pretty much worthless. And you pretty much depend on your shield as an ice tank. Although there are a few ways where you can add some healing ability that gives you a bit of extra survivability.
You're clear.
But again, if I want to have some healing ability, I'll use a fire tank. And for the Red Lantern tank, I cannot get my head. I cannot wrap up my head around the Rage Crash ability, so I keep on Rage Crashing. Sometimes I think that okay, I figured it out, and then I die out of nowhere. I don't know why. So whenever I think I figured out how Rage Crash actually works, something happens which makes me realize that maybe I didn't figure it out just yet.
The point, people. Take it back.
Austin says he wears a leather jacket and leather pants with leather boots, junior speedster head style, and spike hair. It must be kind of hard to run fast with all that leather. Oh, we're starting to be in Boo Boo. Or in Doo Doo. Ay, ay, ay.
Taking a point's one thing. Keeping it is another. We've lost the point, people. Take
Nah, we lost it.
What a pounce!
Energy levels dropping. The point's ours. Now hold it.
Oh, now the point's ours. Now hold it.
Try this on for size.
We need to get that point back now.
We lost it again. We have to get it back, says John Stewart. So I guess it's going to be a close one.
The point's ours. Now hold it.
Hold the line! Favorite scene in X-Men: The Last Stand. When you have Wolverine going, hold the line! Sorry, I got carried away. I know most people don't like that movie, but I had a kick out of it.
We did it. Nice work, everybody.
That was a close one. Well, let's get out of here. Oh, we've unlocked a new title. Well, we'll take it. Full disclosure, I don't use titles, so... But for people who like that kind of stuff...
You did good out there. Get some rest. They might try to hit us again. If they do, I hope I can count on you to help out.
So let's see if we can get people to fight the evil ranks over here, I think. Oh, yeah. So if you guys want to come and fight the evil ranks, the evil Archello, if you guys want to come by and fight, oh, we have someone here already. So there's some of our old friends.
You cannot defeat a Green Lantern.
Clear off, Duffer.
In brightest day.
Not even close. I'm here to help.
My will won't be broken.
And justice.
Those engineers are building turrets. Stop them.
In brightest day.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Josh says, I see more people using Marvel characters than DC on the game. Well, Marvel has been pretty popular for some time. The MCU has been really popular for some time. So, it's easy enough to understand. Also, for a long time, Marvel has been more popular than DC comic-wise. They've been selling more comics than DC pretty consistently for the past 50 years, I think, at this point. Although it would seem that recently DC were able to turn the tide. But they've done that before around the New 52. When the New 52 was released, DC were able to outsell Marvel for a bit, but that didn't last. So there's a few times where DC were able to outsell Marvel. I think there's even one time where Image was able to outsell them all. But overall, consistently, Marvel has pretty much been outselling everyone.
Don't let them build any turrets.
For the good of all.
This ought to help you see the error.
But with this Universe Online, that shows you the strength of the DC character creation. It allows you to pretty much create any characters you want, even evil Marvel characters. You can create Spawn character, you can create the Hellboy, you can create... So... That's one of the things that makes DC Universe Online pretty great.
Taking me along. Real bucket and spade holiday. Wow.
This one is mine.
So let's go back to John Stewart. Josh is asking what are the odds they give us a Superman emblem for the new movie coming out. I would say 60-40 against it. We know that when it comes to Superman, giving us the Superman content seems to be problematic for DC.
That's what I'm talking about. It might be a while before Archello tries anything like that again, but if he does, I know who to call.
I guess we can go back to the House of Legends. It's been very iffy when it comes to it comes down to giving us Superman related content. So you would think that now would be a good time to give us some Superman content with the movie coming out. With 2025 being labeled the year of Superman, with the summer being labeled the summer of Superman, and the movie just being, 5 days away at this point. But sadly, we don't know. Oh, David Sharp says he made it to the end of the Arkelo fight. That is good. So for getting a Superman emblem for the Superman Day Superman movie, we don't know. It could be possible, I suppose, but I wouldn't really expect it. No today PvP Girth. No PvP today Girth. Today we're playing with our American characters. So guys, come and join us in the House of Legends. We'll wait a bit for people to try to join us. If people don't join, it's okay. We'll play with whoever we have. Oh, Shadow Knight says must leave. Have a good day. Have a good day to you. Thank you for being here. So we'll wait a couple of minutes for people to try to join us. If not, we'll play some 4-player missions. Austin, I don't see you multi. I'm right next to you. I see you. I see you. You see me. Yeah, you're right next to me. The Batman, the Speedster, Allegiance. Oh, my phase. What's my phase? I don't know. We're in phase 11. If we take a quick look, 37 out of 50. Let's go to phase 12. There's only 4 people in phase 12. So let's. Oh, sorry, David Sharp. I just switched to phase 12. There was only 4 people in phase 12, so. Oh, you made the shield. Nassim, absolutely. Just come and join us. We're in phase 12 of the House of Legends. So Crusher says, Multiverse, do you think the Patron's Plumage accessory would go well on the Captain America style? Because I see you're using the Speedster Call, which obviously also works. No, I've seen people use the Patron's Plumage, so yeah, it can work. They were sharp. Yes, I did. The latest version they had in the comics a few years ago. Archie Comics, I believe. Yes, it is Archie Comics. There was a few versions of Shield. I first saw the characters in the early 80s. They had a bunch of what they would label at the time Blue Ribbon Comics or something like that. I'm not sure if it was a publisher of just a line within the Archie Comics, but either way, so we had a whole bunch of those characters like the Shield, the Fly, the Hood. And then later on, DC decided to have what they called at the time the Impact Universe, with again the Shield, the Fly, the Hood, uh, Jaguar, and I forget who else. Sadly, those lasted about 12 issues, maybe a bit more. 12 or 18 issues, something like that. We had The Fly by Mike Powerbeck. Loved that comic. Oh yeah, they were fun comics. And then more recently, there's Rob Liefeld who did the Shield. There was some sort of a revival of those characters for a bit. And I recall that Rob Liefeld drew the comic with the Shield. I forget what other comics they had at the time. And then I think they have an even newer version of those characters. Austin says, "Hey, Multi, you should make an absolute Wally West for your videos." I have no idea what it looks like, so I would have to look it up first. Oh, Red Death said, "I became level 30 in one day." Ah, congrats. I did that one time with uh, my Firestorm character. You can even see that I did go live early in the morning, and I had to go live I think 6 times, and it took me roughly 12 hours at a time to go from level 1 to level 30 to level 30. Yeah, I did that not so long ago with my Electric Superman, but in that case, I didn't do it just in one day. I guess this is going to be whoever we're going to have. So I guess for Rogue Patriot, if Rogue Patriot wants to join us, what he could do is that he could go to On Duty. Let's go to Fearful Day, and let's see if we can cure for the raid. And that's him. I want to join. Come and join us. Either come to the House of Legends. We're in phase 12 right now, or send me a tell in game. If you send me a tell in game, I will be able to invite you to the group. Let's wait. Then we'll wait. We'll wait for you, Nassim, for just a minute or two, and then we'll cure for the mission. So send me a tell or come and join us here, and I'll invite you to the group. But don't take 43 minutes. Don't go take a shower and eat a lunch and eat a snack and pet the dog. We'll wait a couple of minutes. You guys are killing me. It's much easier if you guys send me a tell than if I try to type in your name. I have to use the keypad. It says a player not found. Do you play on the European server, Nassim, or do you play on the Xbox or Switch? Because we're on the PlayStation 5 PC right now. Red Death Multiverse, would you ever make a IRL video? I have no idea what that is. I guess Nassim is not on the same server as we are. So Rogue, Nassim, I'm on PS5. I typed in your name and it says that you're not a player not found. Are you a villain? If you're a villain, you cannot join the group. Did you misspell your name? Like in your name, there's a whole bunch of. Send me a tell. Doesn't matter if we're friends or not. Send me a tell, and I'll be able to invite you then. Because either there's a misspelling in your name that I don't know about. If you have me as a friend, send me a tell. You can just go to your friends, then you go to the name of your friend, then you go to tell, and then you can send a tell. Enjoy your dinner, Austin. So let's go for the raid. Oh, I guess we have to go for the casual version, it seems. PDG 90. Sure, if you want to join the group, we have room for more people. Mute CEO is the imp market permanent. No, it's going to last until the end of the month, until the 28th. So we have the sale. Right now, we do have a sale also. So right now, we do have a sale for the next 3 days. And for the imp market itself, they don't show. I don't know why they don't show it here. They just show the sale. But anyway, so the imp market will last until the 28th, July 28th. Any missions where I can get more fate token? Asks the Red Death. Not really, but there are some missions that are easier, faster to cure for. So sometimes people will, if you look into looking for group, let's see if we can see some. Like sometimes when you look into looking for group, you'll see some group asking for uh, for source mark spam or something like that. Like oh, there you go. Like Rent is asking ROE casual source mark spam. So you join one of those groups, and then those groups will spam the same mission over and over again in order to get as much source marks as possible. Mute CEO are gonna come up with $50 before the sale is over. Pretty much, unless obviously if you want to enjoy the sale, then yeah, you're gonna have to hurry it up. Oh, Commander America. Ah, she looks so cute. Oh, M Theory. Diamond Valentine. We have room for one more. So you would think that the 7 of us with the Super Patriot, that would make 8. But I guess not. So sadly, the matchmaking works in mysterious ways. So we have our friend Super Patriot who's also cured. We're all cured here. Unless, is there someone who... sometimes it happens. No, everyone is... So everyone is ready, Super Patriot is ready, and we're still waiting somehow. Sadly, this kind of shows us that the evil matchmaking sometimes just doesn't want to cooperate. We see that all the time also in PvP. Montana, how can I get a flash emblem without cash? You have to get your free stabilizers. If you go to the on duty, you will see the stabilizer fragmentation mission. Play that mission, you will get some free stabilizer fragments. Those stabilizer fragments will give you stabilizers in the long term, and then you will be able to open time capsule, and you will be able to get the quarks to be able to purchase the emblem from our friend Booster Gold. Red Death, how can I get a flash belt? I looked on the broker and it's not there. Sadly, that's where you have to get it. There is the Speed Force belt that you could get from here. I forget which one.
Some of this stuff I made myself, one element at a time. Pretty
There's the
neat,
Speed
huh?
Force belt you can get from Metamorpho. So that would be one option. But if you want the actual speed belt, you have to wait for the anniversary event, or you have to try to get it on the broker. These are pretty much your options. Hello, Ray Sean. Hello, Sir Gowan. Montana of 900 Marketplace Cash would be worth using to open time capsule. Yeah, you could open a 9 time capsule with that 900 Marketplace Cash. Especially right now, you should have 30% off on a time capsule. Pretty much everything should be 30% off right now. So yeah, that could be an option. You could open 10, maybe 11 time capsules. Red Death, what currency does it take? Source marks. All the vendors here take source marks. Sir Garwin, thanks for the invite. I'm Commander America. You're welcome. Sorry, Rogue Patriot. Somehow the game really doesn't want to match us with you. I don't know what you did to deserve that. Must have been pretty evil indeed. Oh, there we go. It took our friend M Theory to go back to her base for us to finally make it. Oh yeah. Now here's their $50,000 questions. Will Rogue Patriot be in our group? Oh,
Okay, here's the situation. Amon Sur and his crew are trying to weaken and corrupt Mogo. It's our job to stop him.
so sadly it would seem that the matchmaking did not want to match us with Rogue Patriot somehow.
You'll need to do better than that.
Now, could it be that somehow those missions are not made, are not the same for heroes and villains? I would be surprised because at some point they pretty much made all the content the same for heroes and villains. So much so that we have only one open world now, and everyone in the open world starts in the same place. Like we used to have an open world. Not necessarily an open world. We used to have two spawn points for the open world. Like we used to have a spawn point for heroes and a spawn point for villains. But at some point they made it the same for everyone.
Heads up! Some sort of ginormous yellow construct just joined the fight. That golem's immune to damage, for now. Mogo's gonna make energy crystals to help out.
So let's try to pull him over here. Oh yeah.
Alert. I have created a new power crystal for you. Montana, which booster gold has the emblem? I keep seeing only Flashpoint. Go to the House of Legends. The Mogo.
Great. There's more of them to deal with now.
The booster gold in the House of Legends is the one who has the Flash
Look
emblem.
out. Reinforcements.
He's pretty much in the middle room of the House of Legends, so you can't really miss him.
More of those machines. Destroy them.
Oh, I guess we lost someone.
You'll need to do better than that. Vengeance will be ours. How amusing. Is that all you got?
Those circuits are corrupting Mogo's life force. Secure the nodes in each circuit to replace the yellow energy with green. The enemy will try to regain control of the nodes. Stop them if they do.
So we need a group that goes left, a group that goes right, and a group that goes to the middle. So we need one more in the middle. Oh, there we go.
We secured a node on the left circuit. A node's been secured on the right circuit.
Almost there. So you can see that green thingy on the ground. We have to wait for it to go to the crystal thingy.
We secured a node on the center circuit.
You keep seeing what the flashpoint emblem. Keep looking. The flash emblem is there. It's part of the team up time capsule. Look for the tab for the team up time capsule, and you will see the flash emblem there.
Heads up, heavy engineer on the right circuit.
Hello, Davy Jones. There's the regular and the enhanced version. Once we go back to the House of Legends, I'll show it to you. I guess my little doggo heard something. My little guard dog. Sadly, this is one of the missions where we're stuck with a pretty big time sink. Sadly, it seems that the new devs have two priorities. Increasing playtime, so we see them adding a whole bunch of time sink to the game. And increasing the monetization, which is why we have the Imp Mart.
The left circuit is complete.
So almost there, stone target.
We finished the center circuit. Nice. They sent a heavy engineer to the left circuit.
Oh, we'll have to go to the left circuit.
Nice. We completed the right circuit.
We've completed all the circuits. Excellent work.
This is the central core. They filled Mogo's primary crystals with yellow energy. We need to turn them green again. Take out the devices on either side of a crystal to restore their green light.
Green light has been restored to a crystal. Well done.
Did we say, shall we do a bounty train, my lord? Well, we already did the we already did the bounties in the Mogo open world.
And die in the core of a living planet.
But we might go to the other bounties, to the Dev Reckoning bounties, and to the Apocalypse bounty. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Will you never learn? Look, they corrupted a crystal. Take it back.
Grave mistake.
He's drawing strength from the crystals. As long as they're yellow, he's invulnerable.
There goes his shield. Attack!
Okay, back off. His shield's up. Turn the crystals green again.
Look, his shield is down. Now's our chance.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
There goes his shield. Attack!
Sure, you can open the Dark Knight. Any time capsule will give you quarks. So open whatever time capsule you prefer, and you'll get the quarks for your Flash emblem.
It's over. You're done here, Amon.
Well, you're looking for quarks for the Bat emblem, so for the Flash emblem. So unless you get a really rare collection, yeah, go for the quarks.
Damn it! Jordan at command. Someone go after Amon's sewer. We need to help Mogo out down here.
So let's get out of here. So let me show you, before we continue, I'll show you the booster gold vendor. Oh, are we going to lose BT Wayne? Nah. So if we go to our friend Booster Gold.
Pictures, autographs, dashing smiles, I do it all.
If we scroll all the way to where are they? If we go to the team up time capsule, if we go down, you will see the enhanced Flash emblem for 584 quarks. And if we go down a bit more, you will see the Flash emblem for 193 quarks. So you have to go to the Team Up Time Capsule tab, and there you will see the enhanced Flash emblem. Montana, I just got 48 quarks on the pull. You're going to have to either use your free stabilizers to get quarks, or you can purchase quarks from the quarks vendor over here. So you can see there's 25 quarks for 100 source marks. So this is how you will be able to get quarks. If you get your free stabilizers, I could have sworn I had replied. Sadly for our friend, we don't have the Tiger Billy backpack here. Oh, Montana says, just bought it. Thank you. You're welcome. So our friend Principe was basically begging us to give him the collection, thinking that we had the collection. So Sally, the answer is no on all counts. Gurus says, Multiverse, how can I get the Atlantean Emperor hairstyle? It comes from the Valentine seasonal, if I recall correctly. It's not on the summer seasonal. I understand the confusion. You would think that this is something. I don't do this often, but sometimes I have to. Girth, it's not from the summer event. I'm pretty sure it's from the Valentine seasonal, but give me a minute just to be on the safe side. I don't want to tell you things that are not true. So the Emperor hair. Yeah, I understand your confusion. You would think that it is something that would come from the Valentine seasonal, from the Atlantean seasonal. It's actually a hairstyle you can get during the Valentine seasonal. I know it's a weird thing, but there you go. So let us go for. You know what? I feel adventurous today, so let's use the mighty omnibus. It doesn't. Oh, there it is. So let us use the mighty omnibus to start the cure. And let's see what we get. So sadly, yeah, for the Aquaman hairstyle, the Atlantean hairstyle, you have to wait until the Valentine seasonal. Rito 7, you get the hairstyle from Dr. Fit Vendor. Nah, you don't. Red Death Multiverse, can you still get the flash boost from the old Star Labs mission? Absolutely. But the problem is that you have like 5% chances to get the boots. So if you're not lucky, you're gonna play that mission a lot, sadly. Dr. Fate doesn't sell the hairstyle, so no, the hairstyle doesn't come from Dr. Fate. It comes from the Valentine seasonal. No, it's not on the summer vendor. It's on the Valentine vendor. I understand the confusion. I thought the same thing. It would make sense. Like the Aquaman hairstyle, you should be able to get it from the Aquaman from the summer seasonal. Sadly, you don't. And for the Flash boots, you should be able to get them here. Freaking, I hate the way they changed the broker. So here we have the Flash emblem. Flash gift shop. Nah, we don't seem to have the Flash boots. Unless there's called the speed thread something, somehow. Or the Flash P thread. Oh yeah, okay. So you can get the boots here for about 10 million. So you decide, either you play, holy crap, someone is trying to get rich. So sadly, either you bite the bullet and buy it for 10 million, or you repeat the mission over and over again. Some people are crazy asking for a spare shaded comic chroma material, as if anyone has a spare. Come on. I'm even assuming that someone has a spare. Why would you give someone something that's worth like $200? Davy Jones, what power were you before Quantum? Mental. This used to be my Magneto first class character. So it was a mental character. And I was using the telekinetic powers to mimic having magnetic powers. I probably should make a video about that at some point. Girth says, dang, that stinks. I guess we'll have to wait for Valentine's Day. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not sure if it was account bound or if you could sell it on the broker. So you might take a look at the broker once in a while. But also, you'll have to wait for the Valentine's seasonal. Sir Garwin, I'm looking for a league. If you're recruiting, sure, send me a tell and I'll invite you to the league. Or you're Commander America, aren't you? There we go. Elias, can you do a giveaway? Absolutely not. David Sharp says you'd have to be a billionaire, playboy, philanthropist to give a shaded comic material away. I'm pretty sure even Tony Stark would not give it away. Kaboom! Can you bang rush? No idea what that means. I was a bit distracted. Evil chat.
Just think, Superman. If you hadn't jealously guarded these sunstones from humanity, they'd be weapons for humanity instead of against it. It's almost enough to make me question your motives.
So sadly, if you wonder why the omnibus is a failure, this is why. Sadly, there's only a couple of missions that pops with the omnibus because these are the only missions that people care for. To try to farm for source marks. Like out of all the missions in the omnibus, there's only 2 or 3 missions that usually pop. because that's the only missions that people care for.
Brainiac's using the Sunstones to override the fortress mechs. He's in full control of the fortress defenses. We have to keep moving if we're gonna shut him down.
He's already taken one of Krypton's weapons, Superman. We're going to need another to even the odds.
Bizarro, attack.
Bizarro hates Brainiac.
Gur says outside, Julian McMahon has just passed away. I'm sorry, full disclosure, the name doesn't ring a bell.
Bizarro feed friends like you breakfast.
Back off.
Give me a minute after this fight, I'll look it up to see who we're talking about. Or can you tell us who we're talking about? I assume it's an actor. What did he play on?
You Bizarro's best friends. Bizarro confused now. Brainiac now controls Bizarro. Bizarro must stay.
Just give me a second. We also lost Jim Shooter earlier this week. Oh, that is, he played Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie. Yeah, I looked it up just as you typed it.
It's Brainiac. He's using
dang, he wasn't an old guy. It's not like he was.
We have to break his connection before it's too late.
Then we have no choice, Superman. We must open the Phantom Zone.
It was 56, so it's a bit. It does come as a surprise. Davy Jones asks what happened with Shadow Lady. She's been a naughty girl. She's being punished today. Nah, I'm just kidding. She had a party or something, so no Shadow Lady for today. Girth, how sad. I didn't know he had cancer. I didn't know either.
Afraid they'll steal your thunder, Superman? We'll just have to take that chance.
I haven't seen a lot of movies with him. I recall he played in Red. Obviously, we just mentioned Doctor Doom. There was Nip Tuck. He did. Not sure how many seasons of Nip Tuck they did. And earlier this week, we lost Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter, may those who may be wondering, was the editor-in-chief at Marvel in the late 70s, early 80s.
There are more pressing issues at hand.
Brainiac assimilation of the fortress nears completion. Accessing Kryptonian files. File accessed. Jocks Ood. How dare you stab him?
He's the one who pretty much gave us Frank Miller on Daredevil. He's the one who made John Byrne, the writer, artist on Fantastic Four. He gave us Walter Simonson on Thor. And more. And he wrote Secret Wars, the first Secret Wars. Sir Garwin, by the way, happy Independence Day in the U.S. Absolutely. Happy 4th of July to everyone down south. To us in the Great White North, our holiday was July 1st.
After this, well, you can blame it on me.
For those who are worried that Shadow is not here tonight, don't worry, she'll be back next week. At least, I assume she'll be back next week, unless something else comes up. She had a party or something like that today, so she was not able to make it. Aiden says can solo this raid as a DPS with Mystic Symbol 7 and Clarion. Well, now you're cheating. Clarion makes you invincible. Clarion turns almost every powers into a fire tank. I say almost because it does heal a bit, not as much as obviously the healing of a fire tank. But I guess if you combine it with the Mystic Symbol, I could see how it could work.
Join the attack.
You think to defy Zod?
Oh, evil menu. Oh, there we go.
Performance impaired.
See that sunstone? Carries the charge for this room. Place it in the resonator and it'll short out any sunstone defenses and open the door. Let's go.
So earlier this week we lost Jim Shooter, and it was not just the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics. He also wrote a pretty good run of the Avengers. The Korvac Saga, if any of you guys are familiar with the Korvac Saga, he wrote that. He wrote the storyline with the Bride of Ultron, where Ultron quote unquote kills the Avengers, and then tries to turn Jocasta, tries to turn the Wasp into his quote unquote wife, Jocasta.
Minor damage.
It was a pretty cool storyline. There was also the Nephar Saga. And it's funny to say that, like the Ultron Bride Saga or Nephar Saga, because there was like 2-3 issues storylines. But way back when, these were pretty big sagas to us. And Jim Shooter started at the age of 12 or 13, writing the Legion of Superheroes for DC Comics. And after Marvel Comics, he created Valiant Comics.
No! Impossible!
So he was a pretty big player in the comics realm.
Father, what are you doing in that Sunstone construct? Has Brainiac...
And I was fortunate, I was able to meet him last year at Montreal Comic Con. Never occurred to me that a year later he would be gone. It is a bit sad.
Choose the people of Earth over your own, you will die with them.
But it was pretty cool to hear him talk about comics. Luckily nowadays we have the internets. So there's plenty of interviews you can find with Jim Shooter on YouTube.
Hey, I'm not programmed to judge.
Great Krypton!
I will destroy the fortress before it is sullied by the likes of you.
Death has come for you. In brightest day. Absurd!
Shall we play a game? Ready?
Point me at the You will pay.
Paper? Beat totally beats
Stay
whatever.
away from the resonator.
How dare you!
I will not be defeated!
You will pay.
Damage to the fortress can be restored. An acceptable price to defend it.
It'll take more than that.
Absurd!
Oh! I will not let you disrupt the sunstone.
Davy Jones says, can you rank Tim Drake, Jason Todd, Dick Grayson? Who's your favorite your favorite to least? My favorite would have to be Dick Grayson.
You must split your forces if you hope to succeed. You must not leave Zod free. He cannot be trusted.
I know, Father.
Now, like a lot of people, I'm sure, I didn't care so much about Robin when I was a kid. Obviously, when you're a kid, you want to be Batman. You don't want to be Robin. I know that they made Robin so that the younger readers would have someone to identify with. But again, as a younger reader, you don't want to identify with Robin. You want to be the Batman. But it's with the Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans by George Perez and Marv Wolfman, that I kind of changed my tune.
The fortress's power core can only be opened from the other path. Zod, you stay where I can see you.
So here they're split in two groups. So with the Teen Titans, yeah, that's when I pretty much became a Robin fan. The Robin in the Teen Titans was pretty cool. And it is also the version of Robin that later became Nightwing.
You pushed me to my limit.
So in the new Teen Titans, Dick Grayson started as Robin, but quickly became Nightwing after about 50 issues or so. So I would say my favorite would be Dick Grayson, and least favorite would be Tim Drake.
Power Girl. Attack.
Affirmative. I serve Brainiac now, as you soon shall.
I am Kryptonian! No! Impossible!
Yes, Brainiac. Withdrawing for re-indoctrination.
Red Death, what do you think about Red Hood, Jason Todd? I think it was a missed opportunity. Way back when, I didn't think much of the Hush storyline way back when. And then at some point, there was a reveal that Jason Todd was Hush. Or so we thought at the time. Obviously, it turned out to be fake out. Like, it was supposed to be Jason Todd originally. I don't know why it doesn't work. There we go. But apparently because a lot of people had guessed ahead of time, they changed it last minute. So I remember at the time, like I didn't think much about the Hush storyline, and then when I saw that reveal, I thought, oh crap! And then I could already imagine like a Dark Robin would become the enemy of the Batman. So I thought it was a really cool idea.
Yes,
And then they chickened out, or they not chickened out, but they got they cheated by changing it last minute to someone else, to Tommy Elliott, and then in a weird way to sort of the Riddler somehow.
It's amusing that you believe you can stop me.
And then later on, they reused that idea. Then they turned him into Red Hood instead of Hush. With Red Hood, they were able to. With Hush, it would have been clearly a villain. With Red Hood, they were able to kind of turn him into an anti-hero. But they did seem to strike gold either way, because a lot of people seem to enjoy the Red Hood. So. Gur says, Multiverse, what is your opinion on Milkman? You're going to have to tell me more, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Way back when we had the Mighty Spittle, who was playing Milkman in DC Universe Online, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you're talking about.
No more holding back. I am Kryptonian!
You must realize, all things become one with Brainiac.
So for Jason Todd, I liked him fine. I would not have voted to kill him way back when, but that's what happened. And sadly, the marketing department were really not happy people when that happened. So they kind of got the writer fired after that. Like people who were involved in the whole killing Jason Todd thingy were pretty much all fired. The writer, maybe even the editor. C, I want to see a Spade Cabby Center DLC. Not really. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. Sadly, it goes over my head.
And General Zod.
Red Death, do you think Jason Todd has the craziest Robin story? No, not really. When they created... technically, Jason Todd was created to appease the marketing department. Marv Wolfman and George Perez wanted to have Dick Grayson grow out of his Robin role, and they wanted to turn him into Nightwing. Sadly for the marketing department, that meant that they lost the toy. One of their... Whatever you think about Robin as a character, the marketing department were selling bed sheets, they were selling posters, they were selling underwear, they were selling a whole bunch of merchandising, of Robin merchandising. So they lost all of that when they decided to turn Dick Grayson into Nightwing. So obviously, in order to appease the marketing department, they created Jason Todd, which at first was pretty much a carbon copy of Dick Grayson.
Bros? My Sunstone integration is not yet complete.
So that way, the marketing department still had their Robin, and George and Marv Wolfman were able to get to Nightwing as they wanted. Yes, Dick's Robin was a very popular character, absolutely. And it was the second half of Batman and Robin. Like when you have a marketing department, when you've been marketing Batman for decades as Batman and Robin, and now all of a sudden you lose your Robin, you're not doing the happy dance. Ah. So the marketing department lost the Robin, and they created Jason Todd to appease them. But at first, people didn't like Jason Todd because he was literally a copy of Dick Grayson. So with Crisis on Infinite Earth, when they gave us Batman Year One and then the new post Crisis Batman, they gave us a new origin for Robin, and then they tried to make him different than Dick Grayson. But a lot of people didn't like him, so they had that gimmick where you could vote to kill him. And again, the marketing department were not happy because once more they lost their toy. So Jim Starling was fired pretty much on the spot, and I think the editor was fired, was let go not too long after that, or had to leave not too long after that. Personally, I did not mind Jason Todd too much. I kind of preferred him after Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Your resistance is pointless.
I thank you, Luthor, Kal-El, for freeing me from the Phantom Zone so I may reclaim Krypton's heritage.
Now, Crisis would have been a good time to revamp Batman without a Robin. But obviously, the marketing department would never have agreed to that. So,
resistance cannot prevent me from turning your
Gur says Milkman from Milk Wars. It's a kind of silly DC Comics. He's as strong as Superman Prime, maybe a little stronger. Never saw Milk Wars. Sorry.
And we will again.
Dr. Vile, Blue Defender or Doc Speed E2? Blue Defender.
I'm sending you back to the Phantom Zone, Zod.
So I guess we're done here. As he says, I did like Tim Drake when he was introduced, the best detective of the Robins. I didn't like Tim Drake. It's obvious that they were creating Tim Drake again to appease the marketing department. Like there was no way they were going to have Batman without a Robin, and we knew that already when they decided to kill Robin. We knew that there would be a new Robin any day after that. They waited I think they waited a year before giving us a new Robin, but it was obvious that they were going to give us a new Robin. Tim Drake, I never cared for Tim Drake very much. He's supposed to be the best detective Robin. We never really saw that. Yeah, he did guess the Batman's identity, but again, that came out of nowhere. I can't say I ever really liked Tim Drake so much. And then later on, they turned him into when they decided to give us Damian Wayne. Obviously, they didn't know what to do with Tim Drake. They tried to turn him into Red Robin. They tried a few things, and pretty much since then they pretty much broke Tim Drake when they gave us Jason when they gave us Damian Wayne, and they never really knew what to do with him afterwards. And now he's the gay Robin, so I don't know. Davy Jones, why didn't Batman find Jason Todd when Joker was torturing him for a year? You would have to ask the writers. Whoever wrote those stories, they had a game plan in mind, and to them it made some sort of sense. To everyone else, not really. Sadly, sometimes writers are not as clever as they'd like to be, or they'd like to think they are. and sometimes they come up with storylines that don't really make a whole lot of sense. So I guess we're pretty much done for today, guys. If you guys have any questions, go ahead. I'll stick around a bit to answer your questions, and I think we'll be done after that. Davy Jones, I shed a manly tear when he was getting tortured. My condolences. I can't say that I was in the same boat. I did not care very much about that. They tried to do a lot of things with Jason Todd. They had the whole storyline with Jason Todd with Countdown way back when. They had the whole Red Hood storyline thingy. I kind of did enjoy the Under the Red Hood animated movie. That one I kind of liked. But overall, the Red Hood storyline in the comics, uh, I didn't like it so much. It's like they were trying to repeat the Winter Soldier story that Marvel were doing, and I didn't like the Marvel story either, and I wasn't too crazy about the Red Hood story at first, but they were able to make to make Red Hood a significant character in the DC universe online in the DC universe in the end. And then they give it its own comic with the Red Hood and the Outlaw. What villains do you hate the most? The Condiment King. I'm sorry, it's the only name that came to mind. Gur says I'm working on my Electric Superman right now, having fun going back playing the old stories. Oh yeah, going back to play the old stories is lots of fun. It's one of the reasons why way back when I would create new characters. So I would create new characters, replay the old stories, and then create a new characters, replay the old stories. I had a lot of fun doing that. It kind of reminds me a bit of what DCUO was way back then, and it kind of shows a bit how much DC Universe Online has changed since then. Z says the old stories are the only things left that feels like the comics. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I have to agree on that front. Like, when's the last time we had a storyline, like a Batman storyline with the Riddler, with the Penguin, with the Joker? Like, it doesn't happen anymore. Mute CEO. I initially thought that the Imp Mart would refresh once a month. Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I don't know where the plans are on that front. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Imp Mart, maybe not once a month, but whenever we get certain events, then yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do give us the Imp Mart. Davy Jones, what villains do you despise the most? Decide. Sir Garwin, again, thanks for the invite. A lot of fun. See you all next time. Absolutely. So I guess we're done for today, guys. So on Sunday, no, any vendors that mostly gives Batman gear. Not really a vendor per se. You're gonna have to go to a whole bunch of different vendors for that. Some of that gear also comes from Time Capsule. You do have, where's the tech one? I guess you do have some Batman gear from Red Tornado. If we take a look at the, oh, like you do have the Dark Spectre gear here, which is sort of kind of a Batman set of gear. You do have the, let's go over there. You do have the Doctor Fate that has the Batgirl, the new 52 Batgirl set of gear, which kind of sort of could count as a Batman set of gear. And you do have also the Booster Gold vendor, where there's There's the future Batman gear. All right, let's take a quick look.
Full-fledged Justice League member, brand manager, and content creator with only the best endorsements.
Did they remove some time capsules from here? Or they just changed the order? So you do have like the future Batman gear. You have the Batman Beyond gear. Oh no, that's where's the Batman Beyond? Oh, there it is. You have the Batman Beyond gear. You have the Red Death set of gear, which sort of kind of counts as a Batman and the Flash. Cursed Gotham, I forget what the gear was. Dang, there was a lot of auras. There's the Drowned gear, which is sort of Batman and Aqua Lady. So with the Dark Knights, we have the Batman Who Laughs. So with the Knights of Vengeance, we have the Flashpoint Batman gear. So I guess the vendor that has the most Batman gear would be the Booster Gold vendor. But we also have the Batmetal gear from the one of the Washington DC map. And I forget something else. David Sharp, there's a Thunderstorm Aura. Absolutely. And it's a reactive aura. I don't know if I can get in battle here. Nah. So this is what it looks like. And when you go into battle, there are some lightning effects. Let's go see if we can find a sparring target to show you the aura. So you can see the aura is reactive in battle. But I have to admit, never really used it. David Sharp says that's cool. I might get that for my Authorities character. Sure, you might. So I guess we're pretty much done here, guys. So on Sunday, guys, we will play Legends PvP. I would have to go through my auras, and as you saw, I have a lot of them. So, and I'm not sure at this point which one are free to play or not. If you go to the Watchtower, I have a video where I show I have a video like free to play auras or something like that. And in that video, you will see a whole bunch of auras you can purchase for free from the various vendors in the Watchtower. But if you go to the Watchtower, you'll see a whole bunch of vendors, and you can get auras from those vendors. So, guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to everyone who came to watch the stream. And obviously, thanks to all of you guys who are watching the stream. You guys are awesome. So see you on Sunday for Legends PvP, and have a good weekend. Bye bye, guys.